Hi everyone, welcome to GoLocal Live. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for tuning in to the start of your Thursday afternoon with us here in downtown Providence. I'd like to welcome on Digit Murphy, Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Famer, all-around sports legend.
Oh,
thanks for coming in today.
Kate? Nice to be here.
Well, glad to have you here. You've got so much going on,
so
much to share with Rhode Islanders. There's a very exciting upcoming event taking place on February 22nd. At PC, the Women's Senior Hockey Night, inviting an elementary school, the Leo Savoy Elementary School in Woonsocket. Now, this is through Play It Forward Sport. So
our
I
foundation.
really want to take it back. I mean, everyone talks about engaging youth, especially with college sports. We've got so many great college programs here. But tell us a little bit about Play It Forward Sport.
So when we started Play It Forward Sport, it was back when we were coaching the Boston Blades. I say Rhonda Kirby, she was the GM and I was the head coach. And it was a nonprofit that we had to start because the Canadian Women's Hockey League at the time was a nonprofit league. So we started it back then, and we did like autograph sessions with the kids, we did clinics with the players, and we really embraced the community in Boston. We had like Olympians that played for us, we had all sorts of really great exposure in the city of Boston. So the nonprofit was really important because when we asked for donations, people want to be a 501(c)(3).
Yep.
So we started that. And then when I left the Boston Blades, when we left the Boston Blades, we morphed it over into more of a sustainable sports model. We were partnering with our other company, United Women's Sports. So it's a long story, but at the end of the day, the idea for Campus Kids came in because when I was at Brown, when I was at Brown back in the day, we had a lot of fans, okay?
Yep.
Because we won. But then, it dissipated, and we had what we used to call the comp-list crowd. The comp-list crowd was like parents and friends and, maybe a couple people, and that was it. So we were like, how can we get education, kids, and community all together? So we created something called Campus Kids. And that's kind of how this whole event happened. But Play It Forward Sport, nonprofit, using education as a sports platform for leadership.
And so do you envision more of these, taking place, obviously, if you had your druthers to get more kids on campus seeing college sports?
Absolutely. One of the visions for Play It Forward is to implement 3, 4, 5, 6, write some grants. But for me, I'm doing so many other things that we try to keep it alive and do a couple events a year. But if we had money, if you want to come out, get us some money, we can do lots of them. So for this particular one, it was a really great story. So I went to one of the PC hockey games, and I was up in the head coach's box because I know the head coach's wife, and 2 of my interns actually coached there at PC. And I'm like, what's up with the crowd? We don't have enough people.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, what do you mean? I go, you should do this. So I opened it up and I said, you should do a Campus Kids, because we did our initial one back in 2015 or 16. We had done one before at PC. And she's like, oh my God, this is awesome. This was Matt Kelly's wife, Brooke, and Kerry Cohen, who was the fiance of the other coach. So they're like, okay, let's do it. This was back in the fall. And we ended up starting to do it. I said, I'm going to call my friend Donna, and Donna is the principal. This is all women's networking. This is how it gets done, being like the guys. So I called Donna, and she's awesome. She's a firecracker. She is superintendent, no, not superintendent. She's a principal at Leo Savoy. And she is an ex-athlete. She played softball with me. I'm like, hey, get your kids down. Let's get them to PC, because the idea is get them on the campuses.
Yes.
And if they get there, they'll see it. And why not co-opt it, women's style, do more than one thing at once with the game? So we had incredible donations.
Oh, fantastic.
We have the bus company, and I can't believe I can't remember it. Maybe you can throw the logo
We'll give them
up
a
later.
shout out.
Maybe later. The bus company up in Woonsocket gave us the buses. We have Chris Spiritini's restaurant giving us pasta for the kids.
Oh, fantastic.
And we have Herstory, our other company, that's sponsoring the t-shirts. So, it's just an incredible event to get kids. There's going to be 100 kids out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And again, the focus on women's sports. I mean, men's sports got the lion's share. And as you said, getting on campus, because PC women play on campus.
Exactly.
So for kids who, again, are in their little kid world to come to a big college, see it, like a lot of kids, probably for the first time.
Exactly.
And see, okay, this is what college is about. This is what college sports are all about, and give them that exposure.
Yeah, and we had done it before, and we actually did it with Attleboro. It was just like I always try to do it with relationships that we have. And this was like 2 or 3 years ago. The kids had never been on the Providence College campus. And I was just like, wow, we need to do more of these. And I know that a lot of the universities do it, but when you really start to see who's out there and work with the people in the community, which is why, GoLocal Providence is really important, because you're a local, news bureau, we need more community because that's where stuff gets done. And people are always looking at the national levels, but at the end of the day, communities make a difference. And that really is what Play It Forward Sport's all about.
And being a big Title IX advocate, I want to give a little plug because Digit is a bit of a social media maven, if you will.
A little bit.
And I did not know of this. This 37 seconds every day, kind of giving the plug, and the 37 seconds has a special meaning.
Okay, so we started Instagram, Digit Murphy, and one of my friends is like, you're always talking about Title IX, well, you need a number. It was my friend Jeff, and he's like, do a 37. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you know that Title IX only has 37 words. I'm like, oh my God. So in the morning, you gotta follow @Digit Murphy, and I do 37 seconds because Title IX only has 37 words.
Unbelievable.
And I do it on my way to the gym, or I'll do a special shout out in my office, but it'll have to have a special theme about motivation, inspiration, women's sports stories, anything that I can think of, because really, it's really about getting the messaging out to people that you can just take a little piece of life and really inspire others.
And apparently you do. When you're at the gym, you say, people are like, oh, I need to go to the gym now.
Exactly. They're like, Did I saw you going to the gym. I have to go now. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to do it on the way to the gym. So it's really cool. So you have to start following me.
I will have to start following you in these 37 seconds.
Yeah.
But again, Play It Forward Sport will provide links to it as well so folks can know. And as you said, looking for that support from the community.
Please.
Again, especially for youth and women's athletics.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to donate, they can go to www.playitforwardsport.org and just click the button. There's a donation button right there, and get those kids to campus.
Fantastic. Well, Digit Murphy, again, Hall of
baby.
Famer.
Give me 5, man. 5.
Okay.
You're going to do like the high five.
Okay,
yeah,
the high. There you go. Thank you for watching us here on GoLocal Live. We're going to be live this afternoon up at the Rhode Island State House with politics. So when you see us pop up, be sure to come over and watch us on GoLocal. I'm news editor Kate Nagel.